Hi everybody, it's Debbie here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this particular video and deciding to watch today. I'm glad you're here. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So glad you could join me, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. So today I am I've already made a couple of Memorydex cards, some Halloween Memorydex cards. So I've got this one, and it has these really cute little orangey metallic color. And I've got this gorgeous little sparkly leaf on here, which I love. And then this little raised circle and this beautiful black and white striped paper. And on this one of course has a tab on the left hand side. This one has a tab on the right hand side that says Happy Halloween. And it's very simple with just a couple of border pieces going along the bottom. This little rosette flower tissue paper piece, and I made a little rosette, and then I pushed it down really tight and filled the center of it with a little bit of jute that I cut into a knot and then just frayed and glued into the hole, just for something fall, typically fall looking. And love the witch on the broomstick, just love it, and her little bat friend following along behind, and some pretty paper. Now the paper is from a Carta Bella paper pad that I got on Amazon, and I'm going to make another one. And also with some of the cut aparts, I made just some simple little Halloween cards that I can tuck into each envelope. And I'm going to send those out as some happy mail. Oh, I almost forgot. For this one here, there's kind of a little tuck spot here. So just behind the little rosette, I just tucked this teeny tiny little scary tag in there. Yeah, so I just thought it was so cute. So I'm going to make another one. I intended to make 3 of these. So I did 2 off camera, and I'm going to kind of show you how I did them with the paper pad. So I start off, I just cut a piece of not scrapbooking paper, but scrap cardstock. This is just a plain white cardstock. Now I had something on here when I went around the edges in the gold paint, obviously, but I am not going to put a tab on this one. So Memorydex cards are typically 4 inches wide, 3 1/4 to 3.5 inches high. This one is just a tad over that. And instead of a tab on this one, I am going to I made 2 little dots. I made a dot, I think it's 5/8, about a 1/2 inch down, almost a 1/2 inch down. And I made some little dots in here, 1 inch in on each side. And I'm just gonna line those up and cut that off, maybe a little more like that, just like that. And then I'm going to turn the other side over and try to do the same thing. And I think that was a little, I'm not measuring in far enough on my little lines. There, that should do it. Maybe a little more. There. I just want this to look even, because I kind of want this to look a little like the shape of a headstone, because they are Halloween cards. Let me move this. So that's looking pretty good. So it's looking pretty even. So I don't think I'll need that anymore. Any other trimming I do, I'm going to do with my scissors. So the Carta Bella paper pad. Let me grab what I have left. I've been using these to make a few things. I have this really cute Happy Halloween banner, and I think I'm going to use that on here. So I'm going to set that aside because I'll fussy cut that. And I think I'm just going to use this black background. So this is a black with this, it's pretty. I'm going to use that as the background. And I've got some stickers. So it's double-sided paper. It's got this really cool 31st. It's got these pumpkins, cats, and lollipops with black on the other side. This, awesome. I'm not going to do like a reveal of the whole thing. So lots of cut aparts, lots of things to do in this. I'm going to start with this. And what I'm going to do, I am just going to, which side do I want up and which side do I want down? I don't think it really matters. Not much of it's going to show after it's done anyway. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to set it right on the corner so that it's exact, as close as I can, as close as I can get it, and hold it down. There. Now, I'm going to do this because I think it'll be easier to cut this out before I put it on the paper, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to take my little scissors, which is what I've got out here for right now, and I'm going to cut this out. And there, that should fit that nicely, and it does. Perfect. So I'm going to glue this on here. So I'm going to take just some black ink and this little dauber from I kind of just wanted to cover up that black edge, but I'm thinking I may have to use this right from here because my, I don't think I've got enough in here. There. I just wanted to cover up that. You know, you get that white edge. There. Kind of just dabbing into there so that that edge is nice. And now I have the background for my Memorydex card. Now I make my own, so all I have to do is repunch this. I just use a little punch like this. So I'm just going to line my holes back up again. Now I'm not giving you all the dimensions and how to make your Memorydex card from scratch and stuff like that. I've done videos like that. I will try to link one down in the description box. So if you need to know how to make a Memorydex card, you can go and see that video. So there, this one. So there's my base. So I said I wanted to use this banner, and I do, but I'm going to cut this out. I got this whole one up here, so I'm going to cut this one out at the top like this. And then I'll do a little closer cut on it because I just don't want to hold this whole sheet while I'm trying to do this. So yeah, so I'm going to kind of trim around the bottom. I'm going to leave the blank space in between the letters, or else this is going to fall apart. And then I am going to do the top. But I'm going to do this in two different pieces. So I'm going to do happy, and then I'm going to do Halloween, like this in the top corner. So yeah, so this is all I'm going to do. I'm going to cut like this. And that'll be perfect. So I'm going to cut those out. And what else am I going to cut out to put on here? So I have a little bit of this, and I have these scrap pumpkins. So I think I'm going to cut a few of these out because I maybe want a cluster there. Sorry guys, I'm doing laundry too. Multitasking. Everybody has to do their multitasking. And I also have this, and it's an element sticker sheet. And this has, will that fit on here? I think it will. So this has this awesome mummy sticker, which I think is really, really cute. But I think I'm going to stick this onto some cardstock and cut it out separately so that it's just a little bit raised off of the sheet. So I'm going to grab, I'm just going to grab some of this cardstock, and it's actually from a card, an old Christmas card, and I'm going to stick it on there and cut it out. So more fussy cutting, just a little bit, just because I think he's cute, cute, cute. So let's put him down here. Do they stick? Oh, they stick really good. So I'm going to push them down really, really good onto this cardstock. And then I'm going to trim them out, because the sticker itself has a little bit of white background. This will too. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the elements that I've cut out, and I'm going to see how I can arrange them on this paper to make me happy. So I've got this happy Halloween banner that I want. Maybe I should put this, maybe he should look like he's walking off the card. Like this, maybe. And this can go on this side. That's better. Like that. And then I want to stack my pumpkins. That might go up a little wee bit higher. Easier when it's glued down, so I'll know. That can go there. I'm going to do my stacked pumpkins. That one, this one, and this one, like this. So stack my pumpkins like that. So it's coming. So I got to kind of piece it together when I do it, because it doesn't always make me happy just putting things down and then adding something else. But then I wish I had to put it somewhere different. So kind of like I go through this process now. And I just see a little piece here that I'd like to trim a little wee bit better. Right there. There. So I'm going to take on these pieces that have the black edging. I'm going to do that with this ink pad. Like that, so that the black edge of this paper doesn't show. I mean, it's not much of a thing to do, but to me it makes a difference. So that one, this one. And I left this little pumpkin on the happy because I was kind of doing the pumpkin theme. And yeah, so I just kind of find the elements that I want to put on a Memorydex card or an ATC or a tag or anything like that. And I used to jump ahead and I'd find something I like and I'd put it down, and then I'd look for something else I like to go with it. But now I'd like to get all my elements together and see how they look, and I move them around on the card or the tag or whatever until I am happy with the placement, then I start gluing everything down. So I don't think I need to go around this one. I don't think I need to do that, but I think I need to put him down first. And because he's on some cardstock now, he can sit up above the card just a little bit if I want him to, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put him down first. So I'm going to give him a nice little amount of glue, especially on all the little sections that I shouldn't have put glue right there. I'm going to wipe that off a little bit. Yeah, just so that it doesn't stick around the top here. So I'm going to lift him up just a little bit so he's kind of eye level with the corner of the headstone. Wipe off any glue that's sticking out. There. I'm going to put my pumpkins down in this corner. I'm going to put a little bit on there. So I'm going to put this one right down in the corner. Then I'm not sure which ones will overlap and which ones won't. So this one, I'm not going to shove it down too far like that. And then this one under this one, maybe a little like that. Maybe over there a little bit. There. Now do the same. Wipe off any little bits of glue that stick out because you've moved something, or this should dry pretty clear. I love using the Tombow clear glue for stuff like this because it is clear glue and it dries good. So let's do this now. Is this going to have to be raised up? Maybe not. Maybe not. I think I'm going to put the Halloween on first because then I can figure out where it's going to go because it's the biggest. And I think that's what I'm going to do. A little around the outside edge of it. And then just one little line down the middle. So, can I lift that back up a little bit? Yes, I can. Halloween. Oh, look at the glue on there. See what I mean? There. Halloween, and then happy. And this way I can kind of get happy to go on the same curve as Halloween. So, like that. There. You'd never know that that was all one banner, and I cut it in half. But I don't want that little bit right there sticking out. I don't want that teeny tiny little bit sticking out. There. Just this up above there, I think. Now, just like I do on all my cards and everything else, I see if I can get something out of this white signal pen. I just want to go around the outside edge of my card because I have a tendency to do that. And I don't know if this is going to work. Maybe it will. I like putting a little stitch line. If I was at home, at the other house, I have my sewing machine there. This would be a great place, a great thing to stitch around. And it would give it some added dimension. But this marker's not working very good. Or this pen. But I am getting a little bit of a stitch line. So I don't know why. This has got lots of ink in it. Maybe if I give it a good shake. Must have an air bubble in it. It must have an air bubble in it. Oh, wow. So I have another idea. There's always a backup plan. So if the white pen doesn't work, go for the white pencil. There, that's better. I always like this running stitch around things. It makes it look so much finished. It looks like you finished it. You didn't have a half a project. So, yeah, I do. I like that a little better. There. So, that's that one. So I'm going to see if I can put a little right along this edge here. I'm just going to see if I can put something like a little shadow under here with this pencil. Just on this edge. And I'm going to go down a little ways on the bottom of his feet so that he looks a little bit anchored. There, I like that a little bit better. It kind of makes them lift off the page a little wee bit to outline them a bit like that. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Might go around the other side of him too. Just not as wide. Like that. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. Do you guys look? It just makes it look a little bit raised up off the paper a little bit. There, so just that little bit of extra element really, really helps. Now, does it need anything else? If I had a little tiny orange string, I would put a little, I don't have any here though, but if I had some orange like embroidery thread or something, I think I'd tie a little bow and put it right there. Just a little orange bow. So I'm gonna look on this element sheet, just on this element sheet, and see if I can find something tiny that I can put in that corner. Well, the bats are outlined in white on this, so I can maybe put a bat there. There's not enough room for the cat, I don't think. But there might be enough room for this little bat right here. Just this teeny tiny little, like that. There. Yeah, just a little wee bit, some extra color. So I think this is pretty much done. Banners have to hang from something, right? So that's what this will be. Like that. There. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I think it's cute. And to make the little card, all I did was I have a whole box of these in gold and red metallic, and I've been using them for about 3 years now. So what I did for the little Halloween card, I just took my paper trimmer, I put this in here and trimmed that off, just like that. I folded this in half. Now just make sure that that's flat along that edge. And I had my bone folder here, right there. So take your bone folder and take your cardstock, whatever it is that you're making your little card out of. And then, so I have these little cut aparts that I think are as cute as can be. This one says, "Who's your mummy?" And I have the mummy on there, so I may put that on the card. And so I'm just going to stick this down on the card. I'm not doing anything fancy for the card because this is just going to be my little note that goes in. So I'm just going to go up both sides of this and stick it down like that. And then remember the little trim off the bottom. That's what I used for here. I just took my scissors. This is the piece I trimmed off. You know, it's got the number and the stuff on it. I took this, I trimmed it off. I put it on the bottom. Voila, card is done. That's all I need for a little note card to go in there. And I will include these both in there. I'll write my little happy Halloween personal note in here, and I'll send these off in a card to somebody. If you'd like me to send you one of these little cards and some happy mail, I would love to do that. I'm going to put that one with that one. I'm going to put that one with that one. And I'm going to put this one with this one. So if you would like to receive one of these little Halloween cards with a Memorydex card in it, then comment in the comments, "I love Memorydex cards." And if you do that, send your name and address to the email address that I always put in my description box, and put "I love Memorydex cards" as the subject, and then just send your name and address. And I'll just pick 3 recipients and mail out some happy Halloween cards. You know, these would be, if you collect Memorydex cards and you want one of these, then that would be all kinds of fun. I'm not keeping a lot of my paper crafting projects anymore. I just mail them out to people because my house would be full of paper crafting projects if I did that. The fun for me is making it. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to go over and hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, so that you can come back and see more videos. So bye-bye for now, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy. I know it's like, it's crazy out there. It's hard to stay safe, but we're doing the best we can. And I love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.